Good evening, and welcome to my Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Ed Cardinal, and tonight I want to speak about our most foundational, basic activity that we practice on a day-to-day basis, and that's breathing. Think about it. When we came into this world, it's the first thing we did, and when we leave, it's the last thing that we do. So important to our health. They say that we take 25,000 breaths a day, so that's a lot. But yet, in our culture in particular, most people have very poor breathing habits. See, most people are only utilizing 50% of the efficiency of their lungs, so they're breathing into this upper part of their lungs, which creates a whole host of physical and emotional challenges in their life, such as anxiety, increased inflammation, asthma, uh, diabetes. So as you can see, it's so important. And also, what it does is it creates this negative feedback loop. And I believe that there's a number of different reasons why we have poor breathing habits. Number one is poor nutrition, poor diet. The other is poor posture. We sit a lot, and another is stress. And that's that negative feedback loop I want to talk about. Stress will cause this short breathing, the shallow breathing, and also the shallow breathing will then create a stress response in the body. It stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, which is that fight or flight. So you have that vicious cycle. And when you're breathing at that capacity, it's about 20 breaths per minute. So what we want to do is we want to breathe at about 12 breaths per minute. Let's shoot for that goal, and even under. And when we do that, we're bringing more oxygen into the body. So we're at about 70%, 70 to 75% of the efficiency of the lungs, which is going to kind of the opposite of the first scenario I spoke about. It's going to decrease inflammation, decrease heart rate, increase circulation, and as I said, bring more oxygen into the blood, bring the body more in balance and into a homeostasis. So what can we do to be more at that 12 breaths per minute cycle? Three simple things, and there's so many different breathing techniques out there, different cultures, ancient techniques, but I'm going to just speak about three basic that you can do in your everyday life. One is you breathe in and out through your nose. Number two, slow your breath down. And number three, take deeper, fuller breaths, which is going to allow more of that exchange of oxygen and the CO2 to remove the wastes from the body. I was reminded when I was thinking about this topic, I was reminded of a recent talk I did on this Thursday night live regarding cold immersion. And if you remember, I spoke about when I first did a cold immersion, how it took my breath away, but it was more that stress response in my body where I took a shallow breaths in response to that stress or that perceived stress. And I consciously, through my thinking, had to slow down my breathing. I breathe in and out through my nose and relax my body and slow down my heart rate. So it's something that you can do. You can break this old habit just by focusing on your breath, focusing on your thinking about the breath, and slowing it down, making it deep and full and in and out through your nose. I'm looking forward to my next podcast with the holistic chiropractor Jesse Steinberg, and might remember him. He's actually the person I interviewed regarding cold immersion, and he actually teaches a Russian breathing technique. So we're gonna talk about. Looking forward to hearing more about that. We're going to talk about that technique and how we can implement it into our life. So looking forward to that. Look for that in the next week or so, and also look for my Facebook Live next Tuesday night, 6:30, when I speak about 3 lessons I learned from a personal development book, and then also next Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I talk about another health and wellness related topic. If you like what you hear, please like this video, and if you have any other ideas or topics that you'd like me to address, please drop it in the comments. Looking forward to seeing you next week, and having a great evening and a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.